Hi there, today I want to go deeper in the understanding of the Carlsbad structure. Last time, in my previous video, I talked about two main ideas for white. First, the minority attack, and second, the central strategy. Those are the most typical ideas for white. But today I want to go and explore something more aggressive, and I will do it by analyzing a game played by Fabiano Caruana yesterday. This game was played in the Norway Chess, and his opponent was Aryan Tary. So without further ado, let's jump into that game. Caruana opened the game with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5, and here c takes d5. Caruana wants the Carlsbad structure as soon as possible in the board. The reason behind that decision is that he doesn't want to go into theoretical debates of the semi-tarrasch. So he decides to fix the structure. He takes e5, knight c3, c6, and now black is ready to play bishop f5. This can be some of the issues of trading on d5 so early. Caruana plays queen c2, g6, with the intention of playing bishop f5, and there is little white can do to avoid it. So bishop g5, bishop e7, and e3, bishop f5, bishop d3, and after the trade, this was supposed to be a major achievement by black, as he had already changed his bad bishop, a bishop that normally would be restricted by its pawns, by black's pawns that are light squares, and so this is considered an achievement, and this is considered by theory to be an equal position. The evaluation doesn't change, but there are some fresh plans that can give white some initiative, as we will see. So after castle, Caruana played the surprising bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, and this normally was related to playing b4. But here, the bishop on e7 was avoiding b4, so for some time this was the way to get b4. But Caruana had a different idea. He played h4. So he wants to use the rook on h1 to give some worries to black's king, and perhaps he is ready to castle on the queen side. And this is a fresh and interesting idea. The game continued with knight a6. In case of h6, for example, for instance, h5, g5, and knight e2 heading to f5. And this is really nice for whites. On the other hand, h5 is a game by Yasser Seirawan, in which white can try to play g4. I'll show the game, Seirawan's game, after I finish with the game Caruana Tari. So let's continue. Knight a6, h5, and c5. This is the way why black wants to get an active position, and seems quite logical, opening some lines. For example, the c file will be open in case white's king wants to go to the queen side. On the other hand, the bishop is striking the d pawn, and Caruana made a very deep move, rook d1. So he refrains from castling on the queen side, as he doesn't feel that his king is going to be safe there. By playing rook d1, he's pressurizing d5, and the idea with the king is put it on f1, g3, and king g2. Before continuing, if you are liking the video and you find these ideas useful, please remember to like and subscribe and share with your friends. The game continued with knight b4 and queen e2. Really nice move. Queen b1 was sort of more natural as you keep the pressure on g6, but as we will see, the queen can sometimes appear on g4 or f3 and this will be more important. So the game continued with rook e8, king f1, rook c8, h takes d6, h takes d6, and g3. So everything is as planned. White has some pressure on d5, and in case, for example, in case black wants to play c4 to put the knight on d3, white can avoid it by playing knight e1 followed by queen f3, and there is a huge pressure against d5. Okay, so the game continued with king g7. Black is ready to play rook h8, king g2, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight c6, and Caruana played queen f3. He missed an opportunity here by not playing knight db5. That was an immediate way to put pressure on d5 in case of rook e5, queen g4. And this seems really dangerous because, okay, he's trying to capture here as the c8 rook is hanging. So white was doing great, and in case of d4, queen f3, and now the d4 pawn is going to fall. Okay, the game continued with queen f3, rook e5. I think this is a little inaccuracy because knight takes d4, e takes d4, and knight c6. Okay, black could lose a pawn, but their pieces could, black's pieces could be active, and perhaps that was a practical chance. Instead, Tari played rook e5 and knight d2. Now the d5 pawn is under big pressure, and he's got a nice trick as the game continued with rook f5, but in case black played knight e7 to defend d5, then white wins on the spot by rook h7. King takes h7, queen f6, and everything is attacked, and this position has to be lost. So after knight d2, rook f5, knight f4, d5 is falling, bishop takes c3, b takes c3, and queen g5. Perhaps not the best move, probably knight e7 or even knight e5 would have been better. But instead, queen g5, Caruana played queen e2, sorry. He said that capturing the pawn was possible, but he didn't want to play an ending, and he wasn't that happy with this kind of position, as he felt the black pieces were active. So he decided to play queen e2 with the intention of playing queen b2. Queen e7, knight takes d5, queen e4 is nothing because of f3, and queen e6, e4. And there is no compensation for the lost pawn, as the black king is still really uneasy. Rook e8, rook h1, queen c8. White was threatening this and also capturing the rook, so this seems like a practical chance. But after e takes f5, rook takes e2, f6, king f8, and rook takes e2, the white is completely winning, as okay, the rooks this time will be superior to the queen, and this wedge is, I mean, too dangerous for black king. So everything is lost now for black. Now queen f5, c4, knight e5, and after doubling there is no way to avoid rook e8. So queen f3, and king g1, and black resigned. So I want to show you, briefly show you what happened in case after h4 in move 12, in case black played h5. After h5, we can play for the lever for g4, and this can be achieved by long castling, knight d7, and simply rook dg1. This was played by Yasser Seirawan against Xu Yun in a game played in China in 2002. After bishop g7, black is ready to play knight f6, controlling d4, and Seirawan played g4. Knight f6, knight e5, queen a7, g takes h5, knight takes h5, and f4. This knight is fantastic, and it's not easy to get rid of it. So black tries to pressurize white's position, but it's really tough. Rook e8 and king e2. Here, perhaps Seirawan could have played the more prophylactical move, king b1, as his knight is still putting some pressure on d5, and he can later play knight e2, knight g3, as he did in the game. But okay, he chose the direct knight e2, c5. This gives some counterplay. Knight g3, knight takes g3, rook takes g3, c takes d4, c takes d4, and here black could have improved his chances by playing rook c8. The game was queen f6, rook c8, and f6. The idea is to get the queen to e1. And okay, Seirawan could have played queen takes d6, f takes e5, and recovering the piece with this move, as h5, h6 is coming, or f takes e5. But okay, there were some saving chances by e takes f4 and king h8. And even though white is better, but black has some saving chances. Okay, but the game continued with queen f6. After f5, black is absolutely hopeless. Black's position is hopeless. Rook c8, king b1, and there is no way to avoid the damage in the king side. Queen a6, trying to exchange queens, so the attack is not so strong. Perhaps in an ending, black hopes to save himself. After the trade, Yasser captured on g6, bishop takes e5, rook takes e5. It's a rook ending. This is one of the best ways to try to save yourself. But after h5, rook e6, g takes f7, h6, threatening rook g7, and there's very little black can do to survive. Rook e7, check, check, and black resign, as after, for example, king d6, rook takes e6, followed by rook takes a7, and h6 can't be taken, and a6 is falling. So that was a nice game by Yasser Seirawan. As you could see, by playing the Carlsbad structure, we gained the chance to pressurize our opponents in several ways, as the structure is very flexible. Sometimes we can play for the minority attack, other times we can go for the central strategy, and even we can try to play in the king side by playing h4, h5, and long castling, or as Caruana did, remaining with the king on f1 and playing g3, king g2. There are several ideas, and we haven't analyzed yet the Pillsbury Knight, but this will be done in a future video. So that was all for today. I send you my best wishes, good luck in the board, in your tournament games, and see you next time.